So let's address one question first of all. What are we going to learn in this module? Which languages are we talking about? What programming language? Now there's several programming languages used for different purposes, as well as some multi-purpose languages such as C++. We'll definitely be learning C++ in this module because C++ not only can you create embedded programs that would run on embedded systems such as devices, it could be a washing machine, it could be a fridge, it could be anything, but you can use C++ for almost any purpose. You can create a website with C++, you can create a desktop application, you can create games, you can create mobile applications, you could do everything with C++. And we'll do another video on advantages and disadvantages of each language. However, C++ is universal. You can't get any better than that unless you go down to assembly language, which is like almost close to machine code. So basically we're talking about machine code down to the binary level, switches and stuff. Not only the C++ language would be covered in this module, we'll also cover other languages such as Java on object oriented, and don't worry if you don't understand any of these terms, because the purpose of this module is to clarify all this to you and make you feel comfortable, all the jargon used in programming, and to make you feel like, hey, this is such an easy language at the end and enjoyable. So the whole purpose of this is to make programming fun. So yeah, we said C++ and we said Java and also JavaScript. My brother's developed a games editor called Multiplay.io. There's a lot of fans, especially for teenagers and kids, people that are below 18, that are really into the game editor. And one of the features that he's got is you can actually write JavaScript code and then just sort of like drag and drop it into the game, and then that would give the your character life or your game life, and punching, kicking, all that stuff. So you can code that all in JavaScript and effectively create your own game. So obviously we'll have to teach you some JavaScript as well. So definitely I'll be teaching JavaScript, and I'll also teach you the jQuery library, which I know a bit about as well. I use it for websites development. So yeah, I'll teach you JavaScript, as well as I'll go down to jQuery for guys or boys or girls, whoever wants to learn about web development. You'll gain it from this module as well. The other thing is we'll talk about PHP. In fact, I'm kind of considering starting with a very easy language to learn, such as PHP, and then move into more advanced languages like Java and C++ later on. On request, if you like to learn about C#, ASP.NET, all that stuff, let me know and I'll include it as well. I'll create videos on C# to benefit you along the way. I know, because I'm in Aberdeen, and Aberdeen's full of oil and gas companies, I know in the oil and gas industry they're still asking for C#, C++, and Visual Basic. Surprisingly, I've got lots of friends, engineers, that are still coding in Visual Basic.NET. So if you want to get into oil and gas, and if you get familiar with Visual Basic, C#, C++, it should be easy for you as an entry point from there. So yeah, you'll pretty much get the programming language. Now, how are we going to teach you all this? We're going to start with the first lesson by looking at the common constructs, or the common building blocks in in the language itself, in programming in general, and then we'll move from there, and then we'll start focusing more in one language to implement some code, and then once we finish one language and master it, we'll move to the next language and we'll look at how we implement the same building blocks in that particular language, which will be very much similar. So once you learn one programming language, it will be easier to learn others. Just like they say, if you learn 2 or 3 languages, you start to find it easier to learn other languages as well. I'm talking about foreign languages like Spanish and English and Arabic and so on. So the more fluent you become in other languages, then you start to find it easier to learn, to gain more languages to your portfolio as well. So yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen. We're starting today. Today is the 25th of June 2013. So it's going to be fresh off the press. My background, I've done programming for so many years, not with like an academic background until I went back to university and reached a master's level with distinction in software engineering. I'm doing my second master's in advanced computer science at the moment. It's a tough one, but you'll definitely benefit from my experience and my knowledge that I have, and it's all for free, so no charge at all. So you enjoy it, ask questions if you've got any problems, but please do not send me your coursework or your assignments or project investigation, ask me to do it for you, and don't offer me money for it, because I've had that in the past. I've had people approach me and offered me a couple of grand or something to do their project investigation and project reports and all that stuff. I'm not going to do that because it's wrong. So it's academic misconduct, and I won't do that for anyone. You have to learn yourself, and you have to build yourself up. But what I can do something different. I can teach you programming, I can teach you certain skills, I can teach you engineering, and I can teach economics as well, because I've got a background in economics. So any of these things, I'll be more than happy to help you. I'll create videos as long as other people also benefit. So I can't just create a specific video for one individual. I'll have to look at the general public in general, what's in demand, and I'll create a video for that. Hopefully you enjoy everything I do, and I'll see you in the near future again, when we'll see other videos that have been created and uploaded shortly. Take care. See you.